Guys, today we there in the garden again. Y'all already know who this is. Hi, Grandma. Grandma says she's not talking for the video today.
No.
But I think she's starting to like being on YouTube. So let me say, this is Madam Cocoa from cashew in the flea market. Y'all know she sells the best produce ever. She always have a nice shiny cabbage and a coconut if you swear. You know. So right now there, guys, guess what we're doing? So we are collecting nuts to roast and sell at the market. And some of you guys, well, all of you guys know what a cashew nut is, right? In America and these places, and you'll buy it in stores, stuff like that, right? But a lot of people, if you're not in the Caribbean, you don't actually know what the fruit looks like. So the fruit looks like that. You see that on top there? That's what the fruit looks like. Let me get one to show you up close. And mainly, got it. Okay. Mainly, there are two types. As you can see, this one is immature, but this one will turn red, and they hang upside down, which is very weird when they get ripe. They hang upside down like this. So that's the petiole right there, and they hang upside down. So there are two types. There is the red type and the yellow variety. And me personally, I think the yellow variety is the best because it's very sweet. But the red one is the more common one, right? So when these guys get ripe, or at any point, when they start to turn red or yellow, you can pick them from the tree, and then what you can do is that you can snap the nut off. See that? This is what you roast. This is what becomes a cashew nut. So yeah, so as you can see, I there with Grandma, and we have a lot of nut trees around. What we call them palm trees. We have a lot of palm trees around, and what we'll do, because they are so busy, they can't afford to be picking them all the time. What they will do is that they will wait for the nuts to fall on the ground, and then, as you can see, Grandma has a stick going through the grass, and that's when we get the little palm. Show it to the camera, Grandma.
That one growing.
That one growing already, as you can see. Just germinated. Because we've been getting a lot of rain last week. But yeah, so we just come in through here with a stick in the grass, and that's how we get the palm. Yeah, and this is a very challenging part of the cashew nut manufacturing, because what will actually happen is that you have a lot of grass and you have a lot of leaves, so it's really hard to get the cashew nuts. And Grandma and Grandpa are working so hard, they barely ever have time. Grandma just told me a story about how last week Grandpa was coming up in the garden, and there's a road coming up like this, but the river is down there. So as he was coming up, he had to stop to pick up all the nuts, not only because he didn't want to pass on them, but because he didn't want them to roll down and go into the river and go away, because they need the nuts. So yeah, we just there trying to get these nuts. There are nuts everywhere, all around the place, but so far so good. We've gotten a lot of them, and when we are done, I'm going to show you guys what the process of taking these guys out of the actual fruit looks like.
What's that?
Yeah, check that one. Green already.
No.
Wow.
You have to plant it.
So you plant these.
September to reach November,
Roasting the nuts?
Yeah.
Wow.
Every 2 Saturdays. September to reach November. Sometimes December.
Wow. So nuts for the Christmas too?
Yeah, sometimes.
And you didn't send any nuts for us? Last year?
No, it didn't have a.
Oh.
It finished fast because last year it there, but the wind and the rain just dry out the flower. We didn't get much. But this year have more.
Right. So guys, what the plan is that they want to get all the nuts that have germinated and plant them closer to the bush because these guys are geezers. They're getting old already. So we need to prepare for the next generation so that next year we'll have more nuts.
It will be easier for us.
Next year they start bearing after a year.
Yeah, about a year they start bearing already.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. And you know when I plant the thing growing so fast. Any little thing I plant growing so fast. And bearing so fast.
Yes, grandma know how to grow stuff.
Yeah. You see that one when you plant that one? That one is dying because the root too big already.
Ah.
It needs to stay there and give soil and things. Right, so you have to plant a small one to grow fast.
But if you take a gutter spade and you dig out that whole thing there, you can take it
Yeah,
out.
and with the soil, yes, you can do it, but that's too much trouble.
Ah.
Just gonna leave it there. That means it's another tree. Leave it there and clean it.
Yeah, guys. So don't transplant your palm trees. Don't transplant your nut trees because these guys have a very big roots, and the transplant shock would be too much for them. They'll just perish.
Just put the little plant to grow. The little nuts to grow. When it grows, put it in nylon or tin, anything.
Wow.
And you think that, but this year what that little thing.
So.
And before anything, it wasn't already on the tree. Yes.
So what do you think is the cause?
Climate change.
Oh.
Climate change.
Yeah, you can see these guys. They're so small. They're not even mature yet, but they crack and then they just drop.
Yeah, and they wasn't already.
I'm not even sure if that's good for the nut production. I like obviously it's not good for the fruits, but the nuts, I'm a bit concerned. Yeah, that's true.
And I want to plant a tree home again.
Yes, because you had a nice tree there.
Oh yeah, the thing that a little weather we had, a little bad weather we had,
And the tree fell.
and the thing just fall. Boy, at Macken we alone that have a palm tree by our home. We can get our home easy. The lady that's staying by the palm tree at Mac, that's alone that had a palm tree.
Wow.
But that's gone.
Guys, your trees are dying.
Yeah.
Pretty soon we'll not be able to have cashew nuts.
This week?
I said pretty soon we'll not be able to have cashew nuts.
Yeah. I think I'll plant more. I told the other day, Grandpa was so tired. He said, let him take a little rest. He take a dry plantain leaf and he put on the ground there. And he sit down. A little while, he feels something going up by his shoulder there.
Guess
what?
What?
When he watch one big clap clap.
Ay.
Cut that in the cutlass, boy. That's in intestine.
Yuck.
That's in pus. Yeah.
Guys.
You see when the thing close to trees, the plantain close to breadfruit tree, mango tree, it does have clap clap in the leaf. So
guys, I check in online to see what the clack clack is. I'm not getting that. But basically what the clack clack is like this very oversized grasshopper. Like you know how lizards used to be big? Well, it's like a cricket. No, a grasshopper would be like a lizard, but a clack clack would be the iguana version of that lizard. You know what I mean? So clack clacks are like grasshoppers, but they are very, very big. And the reason us St. Lucians we call them clack clacks is because nighttime or any other time like that, you'll hear them in the trees like something like that. But I remember when I used to live down the road, we had a mango tree right by our house, and often we got clack clacks coming in our house, and I was so terrified I just used to run in my room, and my mother used to be screaming because the clack clack was jumping on her, flying everywhere. She had the insecticide to spray it. And that used to be on the wall. When you see open the window, it just boom, fly inside.
Every time.
Yeah. Relax.
Guess what? We got a technique to plant onion. And people always say big onion not bearing onion. What's the name of onion? Small onion. Stripe banana.
Spring onion. Spring onion.
Big onion. They say the big onion not bearing that.
But big onion's making it. Eh?
Yeah. So we guess what we get of technique. The same video you have put on for us. The Chinese man. Guess what? He take onion, a lot of onion. He take a thing like that. He cut it and he dig hole in it. And when he finish dig the hole, the big onion he just cut the end, the head, and he put in. Boy, 2 weeks. Long already.
Wow.
15 days. Boy, that so I have to do it. Yes, so that's a technique. Then her grandpa, all that work, you have to look for the plantain thing to put the onion. That's too much trouble. Maybe too much trouble. Boy, I'll try it.
The corn. So what happens with the corn?
The corn, yes, the corn, but the onion is here.
So you're not growing corn again?
Yes, when I go to town, I have to buy the corn.
I'll take you some.
Seed.
I'll take you some.
Yeah, I'll give you some.
Yeah,
I have to buy
guys.
the seed.
But what we do is that
Definitely the onion, I have to try it. And you don't need if you don't have onion plant, you can do it. Making plant. The big onion making plant. Yeah, when you sometimes making 1, 2, 3 roots growing up. I have to try that technique. And you're not putting soil. Guess what I tell Grandpa that? You don't have to go and look for money, or you don't have to go and look for soil. Just dig the hole in the plant, in the banana tree, the thing, and put down onion in it. When you pull it, long stem.
are you taking the nutrients from the plantain?
And that comes so green.
Wow.
And so nice, I tell you. We have to try that.
Let me see that one. I want to taste that one.
Look on me.
I'm not ripe yet.
It good
No, not ripe yet.
to eat.
Yes. But yeah, guys, what we will do is that when we pile up all of these nasty poms, we will extract all the
You have a tree by the bamboo, you can eat that one.
all the nuts from them. We'll extract all the nuts. I don't like the red one. I rather the
All by your feet, I'm not sitting.
wow.
You don't have to move there. I want to move there already. I want to go up
But
there.
that down growing already.
It doesn't matter. Leave it. I want all.
So we extract all the nuts. We put them on something to dry for a couple of days. Right?
Couple of weeks.
For a couple of weeks. We put them to dry for a couple of weeks, and then we will roast them. How long you roast them for?
How long?
Yeah, how long you roast them for?
How you mean?
When you start roasting them, how long you roasting them for?
If I roast it on a Tuesday. Huh?
No, like when you put the fire on, how long you roasting the batch for?
I don't check the thing. How long it taking for me to... I don't check that.
Well, basically we roast them until they get black. They'll get very black. And then when you crack them, inside, you get the white cashew nut. And then you can put some... You can put some in a bag, in a little bag like this, like a little plastic baggie, and sell that for $5, guys. That's $5 right here. So that'll be like how many nuts?
This nut so sweet.
How many nuts for the $5?
No, I never count how much.
Like a handful, a good handful, so
Yeah, a handful like that.
a handful of nuts, guys. Handful of roasted nuts, that's $5. And all of this is already more than a handful.
Yeah, that's juicy.
Crap, piece of
Juicy.
plum go in my mouth.
By your feet, don't have one?
Yeah,
By your feet.
I seen them.
Hey.
They have all of them on my feet.
What? So big. As soon as it's fall, they're not flying.
So it's fine, it just...
Spread it. You have to check everywhere. When you see the palm, no nuts.
But where are we getting big ones again?
Up there, how big enough? See?
Ah.
Why you make your little bench over there? That tree. That palm tree. Step in on the palm. Not even look.
Morning to the viewers.
Good morning, everybody.
Tell them what you're doing.
I like they're giving some printing, some rope.
Ah. So why do they need ropes?
Well, I put the rope because when the wind blows and we have the planting, it might fall down.
Ah. So to hold them.
Yeah.
I see. So what do you rather? You rather plantain or fig?
We don't have market for banana, for fig. Plantain. But with the banana, it's still longer. Better. Yes, stay longer before it die.
It's hardier. Ah, because the plantain is ripe.
No, the plantain getting disease fast.
Oh, so it's harder to care for.
Yeah, it's harder to kill the plantain.
Ah.